Hey guys, so since we can't meet in person and like be able to show you and stuff, I figured I would go ahead and make you guys a video, and I'm gonna try to make these after Lori and I meet so you can see what's coming up for next week. So a few things in the email, I'm explaining that we're gonna be changing to giving you guys more options instead of just having like, this is what we're doing, here are the copies, because a lot of people can't keep up and now we're finishing dismissal earlier. So you know the rhythm of your classroom and what works best for your kids. So we're just gonna go ahead and be giving you options for the centers. And there's gonna be a review center, there's gonna be teacher table, there's gonna be technology, which is iReady or Seesaw, and then independent centers. So for the centers, you would be the one prepping it. So if you want them to be able to pull the sheet out and complete the center and then leave it somewhere, or if you want them to just write it on the pouch, take a picture on Seesaw, some different options. Some people like cardstock, some people just do regular copies. So that option is up to you, and you can keep the centers as long as you want, and then you can rotate them out. We'll be giving you more centers as we move on. But for Monday, we're going to be doing missing add-ins for addition and word problems. So you are going to have this anchor chart, and I gave you 3 different sizes. It's a big one. There's 4 minis or the half sheets. So those are going to be options. You want to give these out so they have them in their notebooks, or something that I did was I made like the mini ones. I laminated them and just stuck it to their desks so they can use that, reference it out. And we're all going to be doing the same thing about showing them to circle the important numbers, underline the question, cubes, method, whatever. Okay. And then Lori's making a PowerPoint for missing add-ins addition. Tuesday is missing add-in subtraction and word problems. So 1 and 2 step word problems. And with the word problems, you guys are going to be having this sheet is optional. I just have my kids put in their notebook. They glue it in their notebook, and we do our word problem first, and then we go on to like the mini lesson and the station. But I didn't know if you all guys are using notebooks yet or not. So you have this option, and they would glue the word problem there. And here you have class sets, so you would only have to make 2 copies. They're all different, so you would just have to read over and see what word problems you want your kids to work on. And then this is also for Thursday, so you have a couple options here. There's like 5 or 6 pages of word problems that you can pick to have your kids do with you at the mini table for Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. Wednesday, we're going to start Wonder Wednesday for graphing. That was something we talked about. So for the mini lesson, you're going to be using this graph about animals and showing them like the important parts, the title. This is where we put the number of people, how to draw, making sure that they're always labeling. So you're just going to kind of describe this, and they will be able to complete it independently or complete it with you. Depends on what you choose. At the teacher table, they're going to have to create their own bar graph with the wonder question, which is, I wonder what pets we have. So this is going to be our empty template, showing them they always need a title and showing them that the information of labels and writing numbers. Sometimes we can do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or sometimes we could do skip counting by 2s or 5s, but we're not there yet. We're just gonna start slow, but this is a template that we're gonna be using every Wednesday as we move forward through this unit. And Thursday is more word problems, more like take apart, unknown, easy 2 steps. So we've included all different types of word problems, and you're gonna focus on having kids learn and understand that there's different types of word problems. Friday is Halloween. Sorry, we don't say Halloween here. So it's holiday math. Holiday math. You might want to take away the word Halloween because I know how they are here about that, but whatever. Anyway, you have word problems and you have options. Pick what you want. And then we also gave you some simple addition and subtraction fluency. So different, just you guys get to pick. And then on Friday, we are all having a common assessment on graphing because we want to see where they're at. And instead of focusing on addition and subtraction, we really want to see if they understood where we're going and what do they remember from Wednesday. And that way we know what to focus on next Wednesday when we continue to do our bar graphs. So this common assessment at the bottom, it tells you you're going to do 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, collect it. Whoever didn't get it. And we move on. You're going to definitely read it to them. It's a math test, not a reading test. So read it to them and just explain that they have to make sure they remember all of the steps. You can tell them, okay, remember, make sure you include your title. Make sure you include all of your information. That's it. You can't give them more information than that. Don't tell them put in the names. Don't tell them put the numbers. Don't tell them any of that. All you can tell them is remember to put in your title and all of the information. And then you can read the questions to them. How many more students prefer gym to art? How many fewer students? Yada, yada. So you're going to read it to them, pass it out, start your 15-minute timer. After 15 minutes, collect. And at the bottom, we have our grading and what that looks like. So we're going to talk about how many kids were in the red section, yellow and green. So that's that. And lastly, you have centers. So I talked about we're going to be giving you guys centers. This week, we're just giving you 2. It's par whole. They can do this one with a dice. Or for your lower kids, it already has numbers in there that they would have to fill out themselves. And this one is birds in a tree word problems. So it has a sentence frame. There are blank birds and red birds and blue birds, and they will use dice for this. And then for your on-level kids, they can fill this out as they go. Your other babies, you can just have them write it in a notebook or something, because this would be really overwhelming. Or you can also make copies and just cut each section. So have them fill it out like that. All right, well, this was longer than I intended. Anyways, bye.